with like this great devotee. How you explain like to like have free when you had free time in school, like you would take like a special kit that's teacher's favorite and you'd use them to like approach the teacher. So Godamata also in the same way wants to approach Lord, who Lord loves a lot, which is this Gopika. And she like asked her like Godamata started explaining the symbols of the morning, like how the sun is rising, but Gopika said that's not the sun, that's the great tejas you Bhagavatamas have, and because of that you guys are thinking it's the morning, but it's really not. And then Godamata says, oh really? Let me explain another like sign in the morning. So she explains how the calves are going outside to graze, but the Gopika says, no, I don't think they're the calves, but I think because of the great tejas you guys have, the shadows that your great tejas is making, you guys are thinking those are the calves. And Godamata is explaining how like, okay, if not this, then she also like was the Gopika in her mind was thinking, did everyone else come or just like a few people? And Godamata says, everyone has came, but we want to go to Lord with all of you. So we stopped on our way. We want to pick you up, and we want to also take you with us to see Lord Krishna because he loves you a lot. He loves you a lot, and you also have great devotion towards him, and we want to go with you. And we also explain how these gopikas, like, we also explain how, like, if we wanted to go to a Divya Desham, we, like, explain how many things we want to know. We get very excited before we're even there. And these gopikas are also like that. They're having a lot of, like, happiness being with the great Bhagavatamas, and they're very excited to see our Lord Krishna in the Vadabhadrashai temple, which Godamata describes as the home of Krishna. Also, we describe about how like Akrura's story, how like he is also very happy traveling with Lord Sri Krishna, and like Veda Vyasa Bhagavan describes like his great happiness, and Godamata compares that with like all the happiness these gopikas have towards going to Krishna. And like she also explained again that like how Vibhishana left Lanka to surrender to Sri Ramachandra, and she also wants to surrender to Lord Sri Krishna through this Gopika, how Lord Vibhishana wanted to surrender to Sri Rama through Sugriva. And just like how Sugriva waited for, Vibhishana waited for Sugriva to come and like surrender to Sri Krishna.
All the Vanaras, yeah, Sugriva and Vanaras.
So Godamata is waiting for this great devotee of Lord, who is this Gopika, who she wants to surrender to Lord through this Gopika. And like she also explains how like our love towards Lord Shivanarayan is very limited, even though like they're great acharyas, others who love Lord a lot, Lord loves them way more than we can ever love him. So she explains how like Lord has so much love for her, and how she also has so much love for Lord, and they want to like go to Lord. And she explains how we're singing the glories of the Lord Keshava, which are the meanings are like the one who killed Keshi the demon by like dislocating his jaws, which also symbolizes that he is the remover of all obstacles we can have, and he will remove all of our obstacles. And he's Keshava also means like the master of all, like he's the one that created Brahma and Shiva, and we're singing his glories. And we also said the one who was killing, she also said the one who has killed Chanura and Mushtika. Chanura represents our like Mushtika represents our desires, and Chanura represents the anger we have when we don't get those desires, and how Lord Sri Krishna will remove all that. And she's saying, come on, let's go to Lord, wake up. And then we also discussed like how every pasuram has described in Great Alvar. Previous pasuram has described Kulashekara Alvar, and this pasuram describes Nam Alvar, who has given 4 different Divya Parandams for the 4 different Vedas. And like how every pasuram also explains the Divya Desham. The previous pasuram, day 7, has described Mathura, I think, or Nandavraj. And this pasuram describes Kanchipuram, which is the place where our Lord Vardaraja Perumal resides. And Godamata is explaining all of this in the 8th pasuram we discussed today. Jai Shri Narayana.